Hey Peter, what happened? Well, I showed up and then Lena wanted to postpone it, so we did. No biggie. No biggie. Ahmed Kamal, welcome in, buddy. I'm guessing you are talking to me on YouTube, because I don't see you on the Twitch chat. Write me an email, buddy, to chesscoachandrash@gmail.com, please. No, it's definitely not on Twitch. It's he's a YouTube chatter, I would say, because now I'm streaming to YouTube as well. So yeah. I have got, guys, an insane game to share with you, but I'm going to wait for the crowd to gather a little bit at least before I show you that. So I'll play a game and then we are going to go on to the topic of today's stream, which is going to be an insanely cool attacking game analyzed. But in the interim, we are going to play a game against Sieged or 3-Egged. Got time to analyze my game? Yeah, Kalistan. Do I owe you a game analysis, or is that a new one? This is all theory. C4 is an interesting idea here. Learn, practice, improve. How are you going, bud? Do we want C4, bishop C2, queen C7, queen E2, G5? The engine likes that stuff, but yeah, I'm not so sure. Yeah, Kalistan, sure. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Kamaroji, I would be happy to see what your opponents are up to. Oh, that's not meant to be happening. I really didn't want to take it, but if I go bishop g4, maybe they can take this. Yeah, Kamaroji, I would like to see some games there, buddy, because I am the type of dude who believes it when he sees it type of thing, you know? Okay, so now this is just a normal French structure with the bishop outside of the pawn chain. No biggie there yet. Obviously, we will want to play some stuff on the queen side. Rook c8, knight a5, knight c4 kind of ideas are incoming soon. c4 is not bad at all. That's one of the biggest main lines there. How did you go, Khalistan, in the tournament? Let's connect the rooks. And then the plan is to come in. I'm playing unnecessarily and irrationally fast. You should not do that at home. Okay, I expected queen e2, which would have covered the c4 square. I don't understand rook e1 too much. So now after knight a5, bishop a2, I have knight c4, which looks quite promising. So let's go. 4 out of 7. That doesn't tell me an awful lot though, so... Oh, you sent the game to .com message. Okay. Bishop c2. Now I've got queen b5 on top of the previously mentioned ideas. Queen b1 seems like a logical retort, which hits h7. Then I play bishop g6. Then let's say they take rook c1. Yeah, a lot of pieces are coming off, but I do not mind that actually, because they are the pieces that I want to come off. So this is gonna be okay. So Khalistan, how did you go rating wise, buddy? That is the crux of the meta. The rating. Rating. Over 100 rating points. Holy moly, man. That's awesome. Kamaroji, about that line. It's... Oh, sheesh. Okay, I did look at this earlier, but not at this point, and now it's better. The idea is that after takes, knight g5, bishop g5, queen h5, if I want to preserve the piece, I have to pull it back. But then bishop takes, pawn takes, queen f7 is a perpetual check. Alternatively, takes... Knight g5, king here, g4, bishop takes g5, gh, king h6, takes, king takes, queen g4 check, king h6, knight f3. I might survive that. Yeah, let's live on the edge, guys. Let's live on the edge. The problem is probably queen b1 check. f5 takes, king takes. Okay, let's see how this goes. I completely forgot about bishop h7, I will be honest with you. So probably bishop g6 was necessary here if that turns out to be wrong. And then it will be a very shameful loss because, yeah, my opponent didn't exactly play anything flash. But that's okay. It happens to the best of us. So yeah, Camera OG. Yeah, I know. So what I'm saying is that after bishop b5, you take... you play bishop b3, you take b5, you play knight d4, and you take it from there. It's quite equalish, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think it's still black who needs to prove a lot of things in that variation, not you. Can I ask one of my mods, please, to watch us on Kick? No, Kamaroji. That's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets. Indra! Hey, how are you going, you lovely human? Matthew Wood and Marzipan on YouTube as well. Hey, lovely folks. If you guys are not subscribers of my YouTube channel, please do so. Andrew, he's playing that with white. Oh, he already answered it. Khalistan, did you send me only one game or the whole package? Bloody hell, this kid is going wild. I didn't even consider this move. The idea is that after bishop e, queen h4, and there will be all kinds of discover checks incoming. Very well. I don't want to say engine-like, but that's what this looks or feels like. No, I wouldn't say so. This is a very... there is no... No, it's not Kramnik moment. Well, I'm not... I may look like I'm doing a Kramnik, but I'm not yet. So queen h4. And interestingly, the greatest threat is probably check. And I also... So it's going to be awkward after queen h4 because the knight has a direct range. Like, you know, wherever it goes and attacks something with a discover check. So I can't move into the zone of the knight. But there's a secondary threat, which is that after check, let's say queen h4, he goes check, when my only move is king f7 and then knight e5 check comes. But actually there I might be able to pull the bunny out of the hat because... Yeah, I really wish I could play bishop d6 here, but I cannot because of check, king f7, knight d6, and everything falls. Plan B was queen d3. And that's exactly the interesting line. Check this out, guys. This is very, very peculiar. So queen d3, knight f3 check, king f7, knight e5 check. King... Oh! And now if I go back to g8... Then he doesn't take the queen because then I take his. He's gonna take e7 for free. Fudge. Yeah, I think we stuffed here. That was a beautiful attack by white. Thank you, File, to get... Yeah, I can't work with your name. Oh man, this is gonna tilt me. This is gonna tilt me big time. Wait, what if I go bishop here? Yeah, that's right. I think that's my only move. Fillet or get filter fish? But what the hell is get filter? I don't get that. Yeah, I missed the idea that he's gonna win this. So if I go here, check bishop f8, whereas queen h5 walk. I mean, I have to go here, right? That's ugly. Jeff, we are on YouTube, so please be careful with the lingo. Filet o fish is a burger in Macca's, right? Filet o fish. Am I frozen? Carlos Ivani, also in the house. How are you, ladies? Stream frozen? No. Just refresh, buddy. Refresh is the button you are after. Well, it's not frozen on my end. Which is not saying a lot, but... yeah. Okay, Queen G8. Now Queen F7 is the dirty trick. So Rook C7 seems more or less forced, and then G4 is gonna hit E6 as well. Holy shit, guys, this is so hard to defend. Because I made a mistake earlier on, and now with Suze, we're paying the price for that earlier mistake. Yeah, I must say that the dude is playing a hell of a chess game. There's no doubt about that. The dude... I don't know where to go, whether it's here or here. Both have very serious downsides to them. I'm gonna go here. Hajime Mashite. Can you please talk in English? That would be delightful. As much as we are all for multiculturalism here and, you know, all that jazz, and we love our Japanese friends. Konnichiwa, Tot Sensei, and that's when the Japanese ends. So yeah. Ooh, boy, this is gonna get dirty. This is gonna get real dirty. Fudge. Yeah, nah, we just got absolutely gutted there. That was exceptional. That lucky I named this stream Attacking Masterclass, because we just got absolutely butchered in a most spectacular attacking fashion. You know what really kills me is that I played a higher accuracy game than him, and it turns out that Bishop H7 was a blunder. Wait, what? Hello? I didn't even consider this. Wow, King H6 and black is winning. Okay. I guess everyone saw that one. Interesting. Interesting. And now, because I'm tilted, I want to play another game. Okay, which one do you want me to start with, Khalistan? I played this guy before. Dude, I'm not playing games. Like, hello? Not with viewers, anyway. Not... So, yeah, nah. Like, I am playing games, but not with viewers. Not you are. And I'm playing games on my terms. Which means that I am picking who I'm playing. You type in one more sentence capitals and I'm gonna ban you. Oh, I see, okay. Arctic, what are you talking about? This is like... What? You okay, buddy? No, Cheetah, actually that's something that we might get into. There is a surprising concentration of weird comments pouring in that I'm not really used to. No, my website is currently struggling. Unfortunately, I don't remember theory, so I'm completely winging this now. Could I give you the... Yeah, well, if you are 2850 acritic, then yes, it may be the case. So, yeah, that's about the size of it, buddy. If you are 2800, what you're saying is valid. If you are anything else, then it makes no sense. Oh, hello. Was Queen G5 better than castles? Don't know. Quite possibly. Quite possibly it was, or would have been, yes. Do I want to go bishop e5, rook here, and then f6? Don't see why I shouldn't. Let's go. Yes, Socratic, but that had nothing to do with bishop g5. It had a lot to do with my opponent's moves afterwards, right? So the cause and effect is slightly different than how you make it look. As far as the candidates are concerned, it's gonna be a brutally rough, tough, wild ride with so many potential outcomes. I don't even feel comfortable guessing what might or might not happen there. It's gonna be a ton load of fun, that's for sure. Who am I rooting for? I would like to see the Indians do well. But I don't necessarily have anyone there that I would, you know, really like to win. Maybe rook c8 was silly. Because take f6, they have bishop b3 and then d5 hangs. Maybe a3, a5, but then take rook a7 is annoying. Although I might go back for it. Hard to tell. To be honest, I know that this is a very unpopular opinion, but I think that Nepo didn't deserve not to be a world champ based on how he played in the past 5 years. In some ways, I would be surprised if Fabi didn't do exceptionally well. I think he's bound to. Yeah, if we had to judge it on current form, I would say no matter who wins, the candidates has a better chance than Ding does. Why don't I play d4, by the way? Rook across f6. Takes. d3. Check. That's shit. Oh, that's bad. d4 across. Maybe here. Take king f8. Is that completely crazy? Yes. d4 here, f6 takes, d takes. Makes no sense. Okay, I'm done. I don't feel comfortable with this. Yeah, I don't know if I like it or not, to be honest. I played this opening a little bit too fast. I needed to look around here a little bit. Queen g5 was probably recommended, by the way, by the chat, or questioned by chat. Would have been a much finer choice there. More than likely. Yeah, his moves are very predictable, but that could be a good or a bad thing. I'm not 100% decided on that yet. Also, I can retake this. No, I will definitely take the rook. Never mind. Carlos on YouTube is asking for recommendations to break 1700. Carlos, I always receive questions like this. And I always answer it the same way, which is very disappointing to people who ask this question. But at least you know that you're getting a very truthful one. And that is that there is absolutely zero chance that I can tell you what to do to break 1700 and it's going to be applicable for you. And I tell you why. Because 1700 is not a general state of affairs. Like, there are no two similar or same 1700 rated players, right? And so I need to see your games. I need to know what you do wrong in order to tell you what you need to do to get better. Did we just get absolutely slaughtered here too? Quite likely. So bishop takes. Okay, let's see. This could get very ugly. Yeah, like, it's impossible to tell is the bottom line. It's absolutely 100% impossible to tell because I don't know your chess. Okay, so if I go here, rook b7, queen b7, rook g7 is a perpetual check, which I think is where this is headed. If I go here, rook here, and we are getting mated. So unless I miss some very, very basic tactic. Oh, okay, this is cool. Okay, never mind. And now after f5, he's gonna take twice and then take this with a check, and then we are kind of dead. Fair enough. Actually, I don't know how dead we are there. We will see. No, I have never seen the step methods, no. Actually, rook b4, rook here. I don't think I'm lost here. Yeah, I don't think this is losing at all. My rooks are very active. Like b4, d4. I'm not even sure if I'm not better here. Am I getting too cocky? Yeah, I know what they are. I just never had my hand on them. Like, I'm threatening to win a piece here. Hello? Knight d5. King... Oh, if I go here, knight f4 check. But isn't there a back rank mate there, king d6? Oh, if I go... No, they can't do that either. Okay. Oh, it's knight e3. Shirogorov. What's your problem, bruv? What is your problem? Have I ever had a student who put in all the work and never reached 1700? I'm sure I did. But like, well, put in the work. Probably not. But you never know how, you know, like whether they start from 0, 1500 and so on. So here, knight e3, rook d4 is gonna be likely a draw. Maybe I will lose that, I don't know. Like if I drop back here, oh, knight e3. Yeah, let's just go here. This is still a difficult one to hold for us after g3. I don't understand why they went check. That was strange. Wait, what is it doing? Hello? It looks like he's playing to lose. Instead of rook c4. How is this prophylactic? I don't think we have got the same idea about the meaning of the word prophylactic. I would call this garbage. 93, same difference, yeah? Except that now I have an active king. We would have the exact same position except my king would be down here. That's not what I call prophylaxism. What I call that is passivity. Hey Tindy, how are you going, bud? That's not prophylaxis, yeah? That knight is still having a hard time. Wait, what? Hello? I do give private lessons, but I'm incredibly booked out, so chances are not good. So if I go h4, g3, take king g2, that's not great. And if king here check, king here, then ooh, maybe bishop down here, but then e2, bishop takes check. Shite. That's so close yet so far. What if I go rook here with the idea of e2? Then I need to face the check in the end. I'll do it anyway. Because for a number of reasons. Actually, the main one is that if you think about it, from a student's perspective, it's not necessarily desired to be featured in a lesson that they are paying for. That's cute, but what do you do if I go here, bruv? Actually, no, let's go here. Yeah, Daniel was cool with it, yeah. For the most part, he was, yeah. I don't think I can win this. Alright, I take it back. I could win it now. Oh, this is not an auto draw? How? Yeah, Queen G5 was necessary. Queen G5 was necessary. I don't understand, Akratic, what you're going on about, buddy. Like, unless one of us is talking total nonsense. And I'm happy for it to be me. But you wanted me here to play King... Wait. You wanted me here to play King G7, right? I don't get how that's good after Rook Knight here. And what's the point? What's the point? Like, I play Rook takes, they play G3, no? And now all pawns are blockaded and none of the pieces are hanging and my king is in a garbage spot. I don't get that. Right, okay, that I didn't see. Apparently I was meant to take the pawn. And that was a blunder. So what's wrong with this? Oh, bishop b3 check was rubbish. Yeah, I expected g3 here too. What? I don't know what... I lost... Sorry, I lost complete thread of what is going on. When do you want me to play King G7? Here? Yeah, I think it's the same. It's actually gonna be the exact same line. If I play here Knight D1, Rook D4, and then G3, and then Knight E3 next. Exact same position, right? Literal same line as before. And I'm not keen. Now, to be fair, what I got in the game, or what I should have got in the game, would have been very similar, because I played this absolute bozo Rook C4. And then after the check, I played another bozo King E6. And here they should have played G3. And then we would be in a very, very similar scenario. Pretty much as bad as the other. I don't recall calling you dumbass though. So I don't know why you are coming at me with that. So, the big question that I really want to know is where I went wrong in the opening, which was, I think, as per chat pointed out, castles. Ooh, bishop b7 was already bad. Is it d5 here? No, castles right away. But wait, if castles takes an e4? Yeah, right, okay, that's fair. Okay, so actually bishop b7 was inaccurate. And then castles is on point. Oof. Okay. Queen h5, e4 good, rook e1 bad, b4 good, knight b1 bad, d5 good, black is better, rook e3 really bad, Oh man, d4 was the way to go. I missed it. Oh, did I? And I did see this idea, man. I'm such a potato that you don't need to worry about this because, yeah, that's just a check. And after takes, now the bishop is on and the back rank is on too. Like, this is almost resignable. Oh, man. Uh-oh. BC Rook D1. Look at this pin fiesta. Pinned, pinned, pinned. That is insanely beautiful chess. Wow. If only I had brains, right? I think it's calling for me to get my reward even though I didn't earn it. And apparently the best they can do is this. Take, but I still don't know how they get out of the pins. Maybe take. But then I come in, right? Yeah, that's thing. Yep. Yeah, this is completely over. It's completely over. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at Khalistan's game. Don't recall getting the 5 subbies, but this guy gets so much tender little care from us that he deserves a freebie. Yeah, chesscoachandrash@gmail.com. Piss off. Piss off. And here we go. Khalistan, are we white or black? Oh, you did. You are a good man. Absolute legend. And I'm happy of that way, by the way, because you guys should be rewarded for building up those channel points and being here with me, so you are a hero. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Is this the Jeremy Kane course or it's just you winging it? Yeah, exactly. I thought it was H4. You know what's funny? Right, okay. Like, now I think you are forced to play some ugly move like Queen E3. Yeah, I remember that because he posts games all the time with this crazy attack. And they do look quite dangerous and difficult to hold. So, yeah, I thought it might have been his stuff that you are following here. Yeah, H4. In fact, the engine stop move too. It's quite funny. Okay, let's move on. So Queen D2, D6, F4. Yeah, now you are facing some very unpleasant F6 ideas. Ah! Phil is your mate! Cool, cool, cool. That's good. C5, bold. Isn't that hanging? Hello? Exchange for favors. I think the favors you are hoping for Jeff is not best served from this community. Although, definitely I have probably the highest number of ladies watching. Either because they want to report me or because they can't resist how hot I am. But either case, we probably have more ladies here than most. Yeah, thanks, great. Queen C7. I mean, wow, what a mess. Is it 95 Carnage though? Do I get actually more late? Yeah, I think there is a fair few lurking trying to report me for whatever they can find. Usually nothing. But other than that, I don't think so. I mean, let's face it, I'm not exactly very attractive, so there is that. And so the only thing I have on offer is serious chess content, which in general no one cares about. Well, by saying no one, I mean proportionately. I am catering for an extremely narrow... Oh, the first slip of anything, any comment that may be slightly inappropriate or untoward. Ah, it's Twitch, my friend, it's Twitch. Is this... No. No. I can't believe that this was, by the way, a 1700 Khalistan. I also am not sure why you sent me this. Because it seems to me that on move 9, we are +4. Oh, wait, I was meant to type in analysis. Sorry. Oh, Matchess, legend. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad you're
really
liking the course.
Really enjoying your D4, D5 course, cheeky smiley face.
You didn't win this? Ouch. I am more tempted to take this with the knight, by the way. And after king h8, I would be either taking this. Thank you, Matchess. You are a legend, man. Or take this and then take this. Yeah, because what you want is clarity. And that seems to me to be the cleanest. Because this already is angling toward a exchange up scenario, but we lose the dark squared bishop. And I'm not so excited about that. I mean, it's going to be completely winning. But this is the first move that, in my opinion, sets you up for some technical difficulties. So let's see how it all evolved. Yeah, very good. So this is the issue. This is the position that I kind of... I love Acritic. Guys, putting his money where his mouth is. Absolute fair dinkum legend. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Up to you. You can send it in a whisper. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, I did receive your game. And it was pretty cool, too. Acritic, the one that you think you can learn more from, but yeah, either or. Yeah, I just didn't have a chance to respond to you. I'm sorry. All right. So what I was gonna tell you, Khalistan, is that you are winning, no doubt. But you need to play a very precise game here. Which you have been doing so far. I don't know. Filet of fish. Where did you send it? Yeah, this is all good. Yeah, I know I have no idea why your opponent would want to trade queens there, but okay. Yeah. I want to see both, actually, Acritic, but blitz games in general, I find a waste of time to analyze. No offense. Right? Okay, wait the hell up. I don't know, man. The engine loves the stuff that you're doing, but it seems to me that we're shredding material for no reason. Yeah, my natural instinct would be to play bishop e4 here too, but then we are facing f5, right? But then we have knight g5. Maybe bishop g8. And then bishop f3 back. Yeah, I don't like the fact that we lose both of these. If we want to do that, we really need to have a very serious reason to do so. Yeah, I didn't like this, but the engine does. Mind you, the engine here wants bishop e4, but that should be a transposition if you play bishop e4 here. Yeah, even here the engine loves you. I mean, the two rocks are absolute beasts. And with bishop b3 and potentially rook d7 as well, you are gonna be golden. Okay, let's go. Bishop f6, rook d7, great. Knight a5. Whoa, no way. I mean, there is just absolutely zero chance I'm giving this bishop up for this knight. So, yeah, the way I would think about this position is that I want to play b4. But I don't think I can because of rook b5. So maybe we can facilitate that with something like bishop here. I don't dislike rook e4 either, to be honest. Is this bad? No, the engine reckons this is valid. Yeah. I don't understand why you play bishop b3 and allow the trade of this. I mean, I get it that you pick off that, but he's swarming me and I'm getting scared. I thought we already had this discussion, Khalistan, that getting scared in chess, by the way, my latest YouTube video specifically states this, is the worst advisor in chess. By the way, what are you scared of exactly? Like, if it was black to move again, what would they do? Just so that I understand what we need to be scared of. Yeah, clearly Khalistan hasn't watched my video that was released today. But what are we scared of? Is it rook b5? Is that what we are worried about? Well, knight c4 is not a threat, yeah? Because bishop b3. I knew you would say that, by the way. So if I play h3, knight c4, as far as I'm concerned, is a blunder because of bishop b3, no? Like, knight c4 is almost the move that you want them to play because that allows your bishop to come to b3. So I don't understand why we are afraid of this. And that was me playing a complete pass, right? So I didn't do anything productive. I just passed, waiting for them to execute the supposed threat that, as far as I'm concerned, almost loses on the spot. Emailed. Why did you email it, man? I mean, okay, I will open the email then in a different window, but that is the least preferred way. But okay, thank you. I shall have a look. I'm excited to see how you demolish the GM. Do we know who the GM was? Oh, I see. I know your name, buddy. You are some crazy heavy hitter.
Hey, coach.
Who was the GM, mate? How do you know it's a GM? Did they have the GM label? Ah, I see, Khalistan. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I see. Oh, Elmar Malay, I know who that is. That's actually he used to have his name on. That's Elmar Magaramov. So that's a big scalp as far as I'm concerned, because Magaramov used to be a very fearsome Grandmaster in the 90s. Magaramov used to be Kasparov's training partner. Oh my god, Oh, dude! Chess culture, come on! You are welcome. You should be very, very, very proud of that one. Very proud. Yeah, Bishop B3, not a fan. I really don't get this move, man. What the heck? Why did we play Rook C7? Like, your opponent just plays here, sending you literal signals and, you know, telegraphing that he wants to play knight d6 next. And then we walk headfirst into that. Why? Why is that, Chief? I mean, for starters, you had knight d4 that denies your opponent's two best moves. Right? That's the first go-to. Because bishop takes, rook takes, knight f5 is not a fork since you have rook d8 check. Secondly, you could do a cheeky one with knight d2, knight c4. A really good square for the knight, by the way. En route to d6, hitting 7,000 black pawns. The problem, buddy, is that you spent a lot of time in the early middle game, I would say hereabouts, finding what I would say suboptimal ways to convert the position. And when you lost a bit of time, you started playing on fear, which is really not optimal. Like, this was terrible. Was it a mouse tip or something? But you played this over the board, so I don't know, man. This is really, really strange. I don't know if I have anything left for you, man. What happened? Did we lose on time here? No, Road to Chess Master, I don't plan to return to OTB at all. Oh, it was a draw. Oh, man. I don't blame you. Okay, so let's have a look at Khalistan, how we should have won this game a lot easier than how we didn't. So, in my opinion, it would have been more practical to take with knight and keep the dark squared bishop on. Then we went into this, which was a mysterious queen trade if I've ever seen one. I don't know if I would have played bishop d3 here. Bishop b5 looks like a very natural way to keep on trading. But okay, bishop d3, fine. I would have played bishop e4. I would have played bishop e4 here again. I don't understand why we gave up these two pawns. Like, on paper it's good, but practically I don't find it logical. Like, it feels like you're giving a lot of hope to your opponent. You know, like, even if I am black here, even if I know that this is my opponent's best move, I'm happy because I get to eat two pawns. And so now if you don't kill me with most accurate play, I'm gonna come after you. Whereas if you had played here, bishop e4, I mean, good luck Chuck holding this. No, I think you did the right thing by taking the draw. But then you were in an extremely downward spiral. About 80% of your advantage evaporated. You had no time on the clock. Your mental state was definitely not right. I fully am in favor of calling it a day. But yeah, I think Khalistan, that what happened here was that you made a lot of impractical decisions. Way too many. By the way, bishop e4 is here what the machine wants you to do. And I do like this a lot too, because after rook b7, d7, excuse me, you will have the dual threat of take as well as bishop d5. And why did you give away the pawns, bro? It's not like you couldn't have defended them. Hello? What? Like, any bishop move defends all pawns, right? Like, bishop back. Whoa! Chess on Earth! Thank you so much, you legendary supporter of my channel. Oh, Lauren, you beat me to it. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. We are looking at a submitted game by one of the viewers. I was planning on running a lecture on a game. We might get to do it later. Please don't forget to smack the follow button. Please don't forget to also check out my YouTube channel. And once again, a shout out to the legend himself, Chess on Earth. Cheers to you, sir. I hope you had a great stream. Yeah, so I don't understand, Khalistan, what's going on, because you're telling me that you didn't want to give up the pawns, and half of the legal moves you have on the board keep the pawns alive. Well, first of all, after f5, if I come back, there is nothing going on, right? I don't understand how f5 is an argument for not playing bishop f4, e4, excuse me. And now e6 is loose, knight g5 is a tempo, rook e1 is a tempo. I don't get this. Like, why is f5 a counter or a reason for you not to play bishop e4? This is really, really weakening. Does he? How? Hang on, I must be missing something, which I'm more than happy to. But how is he gonna win a pawn here? Thank you, you legendary human. I don't understand, Khalistan, what you're talking about, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy, but I don't see how black wins any pawns here. Like, which one? How? This is defended, man. Thank you, Chess on Earth, for the gifted sub. I think he must have thought that d5 was not protected because the bishop came back. But the point is that any bishop move in this position defends the pawn essentially on d5, right? So if I pull back here, 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 anywhere, the rook guards. So f5 makes no difference. What it does, it weakens a lot of things. So now rook e1 is going to be a tempo, knight g5 is a tempo. On the odd occasion, knight f4 is a tempo. It's all over. So yeah, I just found your play impractical. Yeah, but since you sent it to me for my critical analysis, I must do that, right? And from here on out, I have nothing to say, man. Like, yeah. It was a strange, a couple of strange decisions, but in particular, yeah, disallowing the both pawns gone. Now you need to play very precise chess. Bishop e4 is still definitely a move worthy of highlighting, though, as a big difference maker, because the pressure on the diagonal and the ability to play rook d7, bishop d5 is great. Hi, Eric. How are you going, man? Yeah, it must have stung, man. But the good thing is that your chess is very clearly on an upward trajectory. I mean, you played up several hundred points here, and you were completely killing the guy. Completely killing the guy. Rook G6. What? I meant what? Wait, I'm not following that. Rook B5 is what you mean. Let's come on, man. Let's get those. Let's get those bad boys right. There are only 64 squares on the board. But see, man, you really need to watch my latest YouTube video in which I specifically say that 90% of time when people make bad decisions in chess, it starts with I was worried about, I was scared of, I didn't like. These are the sentences that kill your chess. Like, in order for us to make sense of what you're saying, you need to give me a line. Right? Like, how could I take b7? The way it's gonna happen, man, is that I'm going after it with the rock. Like, there is not a scenario where you could realistically fall into a trap of bishop takes b7, rook b5. Like, how? Like, you already fabricated in your head a losing scenario, which actually is not even conceivable on the board. Because let's assume I move the knight, right? I'm not gonna take that stupid pawn. I'm coming in for d7. That was the plan. So there is no real relevance of this rook b5. It's just it is absolutely unjustified fear. That's what that is. Tarunanda, please say a big fat hello to Chess on Earth who gifted you a subby. So yeah, I don't hear you, man, but you really need to take my words as gospel here, buddy. That in your case, most definitely, the vast majority of really bad decisions come from I was afraid of. If you started it like that, almost certainly we are going to find that whatever decision was made based on that reasoning is wrong. All right, I'm happy to have a look at another game if you played any. My good friend Dacritic sent me 2 muscle flexes, and boy, I am definitely one for flexing muscles. So our good friend Dacritic is behind the Black Army here, defeating the famous Grandmaster Acritic. No, sorry, beating the famous Grandmaster Elmar Magaramov. Nimzo, yeah. Dude, you are an educated player. I like the fact that the engines... This is... Karpov made a living out of this move. And the engine goes like, oh, I don't think so. Bloody love it. Absolutely love it. Ooh, okay. Queen E1, Lord Jesus. Wow. He doesn't want to play C4 and be a man. What's happening here, Almar? Tarunandana. It's very easy to go from subscriber to being extremely obnoxiously annoying. Just giving you a heads up. I like this line, by the way, with black. I play this too. It's a lot harder to crack these positions up than what it appears to be. Yep. The engine likes here knight f8, knight g6, and them jumping around here. Yeah, it's called the Pan of Nimzo. Absolutely, Jazz. Perfectly. That's how I played with white. Because I play the Panov. Yep. This is very solid chess. Acritic. Very solid chess. Ooh, that doesn't look right. Why not? He had to try f5 at some point. I'm guessing f5 now is a blunder because of knight h4 and then mate and f5 is hanging. So maybe here. Yeah. I mean, if we get a knight on f5 now. Oh boy, this is outclassing the GM. Ouch. That's the move I would have played. Oh shit, we missed rook d4. Tarunandana, last time I'm offering you a very, very gentle reminder that begging is not gonna take you anywhere. Yeah, rook d4 was nice. It's a very typical phenomenon, guys, by the way, as you can see even with high-rated, really, really good players, that once they embark on a positional plan, it's so difficult to switch out of it. Right? Because you decided that you play knight h4 with the idea of knight f5. You know you have a mate threat, but you take it granted they stop it. And so you don't think about the in-between effect of, hang on a second, this queen is overloaded. Let's go. Yeah, that's cool. In a blitz game, I reckon I would have played knight f5 as well. Yeah, rook c8, yep, that's exact. And b5 next. This is how I would play it. Whoa, Caspian. Hello. Thank you, Caspian. Thank you, thank you. You bloody legend. Yeah, I will have a look. Why is the knight on f5 so strong? So, the reason why the knight on f5 is very strong is because it's in a semi-central square, very close to the center, attacks the central pawn. There is no e-pawn that could kick it. g4 is extremely committal because it weakens the king a lot. And so this is almost on a semi-outpost. I mean, it's actively placed. It kind of goes without saying that f5 knight is a boss, right? And see, he values his knight so much that he ensures that g4 is not playable. I really like that. I would have played it b5, by the way. That's my favorite move in this position, which is a typical medicine against the hanging pawns, is that you bite into them from the side. Yeah, now this is becoming a mess fest. Yeah, b5 is still, but so does h5. I mean, probably after b5 he still would have played d5, I reckon. Yeah, this is only move, so I'm not necessarily suggesting it's better. It just stood out to me as the most logical thing to do. Yeah, okay. h5, cool. Take, take, take. I don't know what best would have been here. Queen f3. Yeah, they needed to go after the king. Yeah, that was weird. Maybe queen e4. Hitting the pawn. Yeah, king g7 was a bit weird. Yep. Ooh. Wow, gutsy. Inviting the rook check. I love this. But then after king f8, now it's a mate threat. Hello, hello. Yep. So the reason why the GM went rook e3 is because he saw that the check was inevitable and he wanted to stop the bleeding that would have followed with queen e1 check, yeah? So let's say I play a pass. Yeah, you go check here and check. And goodbye queen. That's why the GM plays here rook e3. And I'm guessing that the GM flagged here. Engine likes queen c1, challenging the rook. But either way, man, that was a very, very sexy win. Did they flag in the end? Yeah, they flagged. I mean, black is completely winning. Yeah. I mean, you're up a pawn, up on the clock. Watch your language. King is exposed. Great win, man. Great win. Congrats. Well done. Let's have a look at your draw. And then I will take a quick toilet break. Yeah, you should be very proud of that. And once again, that was Magaramov. I mean, granted, he's now quite old and not his old self, but nonetheless. What? Yeah, I know. So what color are we? Alex Finks. Oh, this was a classical game? Bishop A5. I would never play that line in my life. This is really good chess by you in the opening. What's your FIDE rating, buddy? High H4. Yeah, good man. Wait. Bush. Royal Bush. Oh, online training game. Yeah, I think I would have preferred to play Queen G3 because it sets up H5 as a threat. And I don't necessarily see... Maybe D4? Well, it's not only that it's better. I don't want to argue that from like a muscle point of view, but just that it's more logical. Because now you have got pending threats. And it's awkward to mate. And pretty much everything here, by the way, that is not D4 loses by force. Dude, if this is your third win ever, you are a more talented player than 99% of people I have ever seen in my life. Like, this is insanely good chess. Okay, yeah. Who is your coach? Yeah, that's... Oh, let's see. Yeah, we talked about this. Oh, yeah, you sent me 2 practice games. You played against him, too. I remember now. That's right, yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to be a douchebag, but if you are 34, it's probably better if you let go of the GM dreams. Not so much because it's not doable, but because of it takes too much of your life. Bloody hell, imagine what a fireworks it would have been to play G5. Well, look, if you have plenty of money and plenty of time, even then I would be a little bit of a negative Nancy and question that is this really the best way to... Because that is going to take 10 years out of your life easily. Now you could argue that that's 10 very enjoyable years, and I wouldn't necessarily argue with that. It's up to you, man. But yeah, at least it's not like you're ruining a family or a, you know, a future life. But what you definitely need to do is start playing over the board. A heap. Like, I remember your games that you showed me against Le Siege, and they were insanely high quality too. That's awesome, man. Yeah, this kind of went tits up now, but yeah, the accuracy with which you are holding here is commendable. Yeah, this went sideways. I don't think that how he's financially stable and has a whole year to go to play chess is any of our business, to be honest, bud. Yeah, that was impressive, man. That was impressive. I'm happy for you. And I wish you the very best with your chess journey. I think it's fun times ahead. I think it's fun times ahead for you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will need to take a half a second break. Maybe a minute. We're going to have a look at Khalistan's game, the other one. Bear with me. I need to take a very quick toilet break. No. Do we have enough? Please. Izzy? Can you read your book, honey, please? Alright, ladies, I'm back. My food is coming soon. Yeah, you should be excited, man. It sounds like a very cool plan, and yeah, you're doing what you love, and you're doing it well. Okay, are we white or black? What? The board at 1821 says I'm aiming to go from 1103 to 1140 in the next year. I have no funds and I can't go on vacations. What? And you're not playing my opening repertoire, Khalistan? I'm offended, buddy. Why are you not playing my repertoire, man? What is this nonsense? Yeah, this is main line. Oh, the board. Thank you so much, buddy. Cheers. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, guys, look, this is main line, and the opponent misplayed it a little bit too, so it's now a very, very good main line. Acritic, I'm curious, buddy, what would you play in this position for white? And in fact, I'm inviting everyone in the chat. I'm not... Do you review user games, says Husa on YouTube? Yes, but I do that for a sub on Twitch. In fact, for 5 subs on Twitch. Thank you, sweetheart. You are the... Oh my god, that's way too much. You are the best. Guys, bishop takes h6 is absolutely nothing. It loses a piece. And that's it. Best is g4. g5. Actually, no. I'm wrong. Because now, yeah, very late lunch. Actually, I thought that I was a genius with g4 and then g5. But I have to take. Oh, sorry, not bad. In this case, they have e5. But even worse is that they might have this. Mukbang content to YouTube. I don't understand necessarily the meaning of mukbang, and I'm extremely reluctant to Google that. If by mukbang you mean rubbish, the answer is no. Eating and talking is my forte. Oh, eating on video. Now that actually is a very serious proposition that I'm definitely not going to brush off the table. That's a possibility, most certainly. Oshki, you must have just arrived because we discussed it already today 700 times that being worried is the way how you start sentences that end with stupid decisions on the board. Why would you be worried about this? Like, complete garbage, and black resigned, yeah? Like, they have got absolutely nothing for the piece. Well, not quite true, there is a bit of play because his pin is on, but... yeah. I would be very happy to receive that, I wouldn't be worried. Okay, so we are now following the game. And I don't like what we're doing. Because now we allowed black in a normal main line. If a5 was the plan, you should have played it here. Or better still, g4 here and here. That is a plan too, Peter. That's not necessarily wrong. Knight e4 is known to humankind in these types of positions, but it doesn't yield as much as it appears at first sight, because after, let's say, a5, knight g3, they can drop back. And this structural change, I'm not even sure if it's not actually favoring black. In fact, I'm almost inclined to say that this structural change favors black. Wow. I find it's very, very hard to believe that this could work. Yeah, I think we are late to the party, guys. This is, yeah, d4 is gonna be potentially loose. I mean, this is very difficult to see for a human why this is bad. Like, this is all engine chess. Okay, let's move on. F5. Lord Almighty. Why? Why don't we just take this? I hear you, Akratik. And black is better. Ouch. Ouch. It turns out that black has more of an attack going on at the moment than white. Because the f5 pressure is annoying, knight c5, knight e4 is annoying. There's a big disconnect between the heavies. Wow. I mean, f5 does look absolutely disgustingly horrible. And it is absolutely disgustingly horrible. Are you here, Khalistan? Let me introduce you folks to the second greatest pitfall of club player chess. We play a move. What was the purpose of King H2? To play Rook G1, correct? Yep, so what do we do next move? Not Rook G1. Why? Why? If I got 20 cents every single time in my life when a student played a move with an intention of a follow-up and then they didn't follow up, I would own the entire street that I live on. And I don't even want to tell you the average price because it has gone up like mad. It is the most flabbergasting, unexplainable human behavior. Hey, lol Retorat. Long time no see, buddy. Long time. So yeah, I can't comprehend this train of thought is that let's play Rook G1 and kill them, and then we go like, hey, why don't we throw in Knight H4? And the thing is, it's not even a bad move, but the very apparent lack of logic and coherence in what we do is what really blows me and throws me, rather, like, what? Why? Why? Okay. Yep. Yay! Perturbed, where do you live, buddy? Just out of curiosity. Oh, hello, sexy! Alright, you are forgiven, buddy. You are officially forgiven. You live in the Bay Area. Well, I'm guessing that... Wait, what? I'm guessing the property prices are not exactly user-friendly there either. Hang on, is there a reason why we are not going Bishop F5 followed by Rook G1 mate? I don't understand. Like, this is mate. Next. Bring all the boys to the party, no? This is a really weird move. Because after the best Queen H7, you still need to play Bishop F5. So why would you not do that now? By the way, the Bay Area is always a funny thing for me. Like, where do you live? In the Bay Area. Like, did they run out of town names by then? Or, like, I don't understand how a certain city can be called, or town, the Bay Area. Oh, is that like a code language for the, you know, or a code town for the incredibly rich who do not want to tell you where exactly they live, so they just give you a vague notion of like, but they don't want to say Northern Hemisphere because they don't want to sound like a douche. I see, so it's San Fran and the adjoining cities. I see, so it's a little bit like the Gold Coast then in Australia. Fair enough. Even so, I must say that Gold Coast takes the glory there, because at least that sounds like an attractive place. Nice. Nice. San Francisco, the two most expensive places on the planet. I thought there were plenty of places in the US that would be more expensive than San Francisco. I would have assumed that LA was at least as expensive, if not more. I would have thought that New York was obnoxiously expensive. My brother lives in Minneapolis and he tells me that that is extremely expensive. I had a student in Seattle, and he told me that Seattle was absolutely off the charts. So what makes San Francisco so mighty expensive? Can anyone explain that to me? Like, why is San Fran the real estate heaven or hell in the US? Because of Silicon Valley. Fair enough. Okay. That makes some sense, I suppose. Alright, ladies, I'm going to do a little bit of a repeat today, because I'm going to go through a game with you that I just analyzed with a student today. Just to give justice to the YouTube name, as in the video title rather. So we are going to do a mini lecture on an attacking game, which is going to be... Actually, I'm not going to tell you who the players are, because some of you, the more educated ones, will actually figure out which game it is. No pressure. Are we game? Are we ready? Let's go. Let's go. I just realized that I displayed the names of the players on the screen, so that was very, very well done by me. Very well done by me. Oh, Tindy, bringing on the golden nuggets. Tindy with the goods. Alright, so it's a Kasparov game, but surprisingly it's one of the very few when Kasparov gets his ass handed to him. By the way, what do you call these videos again where a human is eating like a pig? Minklog? Bonklog? What was it called? I think I could make a killing of that genre. By the way, note how I was giving grief to my wife for giving me too much food. And I just inhaled the whole thing. Mukbang, right. That's it, mukbang. It says a lot about the crew who is gathering here with us today, that you guys all know this. Like, Lord save us that you are watching people eating food. I mean, surely they are much worse than me, even though it's difficult to imagine how that would be possible, but yeah. Chess and mukbang, that's it. Alrighty, ladies, are you ready for some fireworks? E5, Bishop B7, and you are invited to throw some sexy at me. This game is gonna be absolutely bananas. Be warned. Please do not look it up, because that is going to ruin your and my party as well. Let's play the fair game. Knight takes e6, says Courtney, but what if I take it? Can I sack the queen? You are invited to, please. Queen h3 is a potential choice here. I will go with that. I think it has a potential to transpose. Jord Hayek. Well, guys, good news is knight c b5 was the move. So what's the plan if I take? Who can give me more than a move? Who can give me a string of moves that in chess lingo are called lines? Any lines? No, of course not. I'm fasting, so please eat to compensate for my... I am Jed. Ah, see, I wouldn't have figured from that name that you are Muslim. Which part of the world are you from, brother? Saudi Arabia? Well, we are still in Ramadan, so yeah, it's not gonna be post-Ramadan. Well, AB bishop b5 is not gonna be met by queen d7 to greatest dismay, but knight d7. Oh, you meant AB knight b. Wait, that's weird. And sorry, by the way, that I ate in front of you, Muslim brother, but yeah, I had to reload the engine. Oh, you are from Saudi? Okay. Okay. I have a student from Saudi. So did you just wake up to eat, or is it already morning? What is... Saudi is about 6 hours... Oh no, it's already fair dinkum morning in Saudi. It's about 10 o'clock there, I would say. So ladies, the idea is this. After AB, you take it with the bishop, and after knight e d7, here you really need to play a very, very, very wild plan. And that wild plan begins with knight e6. Sorry, I'm lying. Wrong knight. Of course, if knight here I take. No, what I meant was knight fd7. And now knight e6. This is how Kasparov got a really, really tough hand dealt to him. Because now there is only bad choices. But before we go into this, actually, two things. Who can guess what the correct follow-up is to takes? Per third, one of them is very good, the other one is very bad. Curiously, there is a big difference between queen here and queen here. And we need to pick the correct one. Chess is hard. Chess is hard. So the correct move is queen h3. And I'm going to explain to you the difference between these two in a bit. But before I do that, I have a question for you. Why do you think White didn't play here queen h3 first and then take? Apart from the fact that very apparently this is far, far less forcing. For the YouTube chatters, we are reviewing Kasparov. Actually, Georgiev Kasparov. Anyone? Acritic will tell you the difference, guys. We aren't losing the queen, so I need to play queen h3 first. What is black's best move here? There are two very good moves available for black. One is obvious, the other one is very not obvious. Bishop d5 is the obvious one because it covers e6. I think bishop e7 loses to knight e6, right? The sensational counterpunch that I really, really like here for black is b3. That is a move that just makes you go like, bloody heck, chess is beautiful. Now, bishop g2 is not good enough either, buddy, because I can still take this, because knight c7 is a mate threat. Right? But b3 is a mate threat, so now you can't take knight e6 because it's mate. And it turns out there's no good capture. If I take with the a, check is annoying as heck. If I take with the queen, then bishop d5 comes with a tempo. If I take with the knight, then I'm no longer threatening to take. Bad decisions only. So that's the reason why we needed to take first, because now this is a mate threat. Yeah, this is the Sicilian defense for you, ladies. Counter punching is allowed. King f7, white to move. Let's go. F5, of course, because we want to go after this king like crazy. Very good. And here Kasparov played bishop e4. Now, one of the most beautiful lines would occur after knight e5. Takes. King g8. Who can find the winning line here for me? Or at least the winning idea. Light diagonal. Yeah, there is something happening there, but we need to be precise. E7. Guy is starving all day and he still scores the goal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, is the point when I tell you the difference between Queen G4 and Queen H3 5 years ago. So, if in this position we had gone to here, then after King F7, F5, knight E5 takes King back, we would not have E7 because the Queen is hanging. This is why we needed to go to H3. Yeah. Mind you, I would say that just on gut feeling, it feels better to play H3 than G4, just because it seems to keep the Queen out of harm's way without compromising anything. So, here comes the very, very sad part of the game. After bishop e4, we talk... What is the only winning move for white here, ladies? Only winning move for white. E7 is an interesting idea of winning. One side would win, but I'm not sure. Rook d2 loses to rook a2. Queen b3, only move, guys. Creates a mate threat and defends the mate itself. Yeah, Lauren, there is a middle ground, which is when you have a very good gut feeling and you conduct calculation based on your gut feeling. You cannot dodge calculating. Life is cruel. Queen c2 was played because Kasparov already at that time had a way too huge of an ego. And he did not want to lose a chess game in like 20 odd moves. And so he decided to play on from here on out for another 60 moves. But of course he ended up losing. That's how good old Kasparov lost a very painful game in his favorite knight of Auchi. Krum Georgiev, and it's important that we say Krum because he's the less famous Georgiev, so it was not Kirill Georgiev, who was a very famous Bulgarian GM who once made it to 2700. Krum never made it north of 2500, I think. Yeah, about that, yeah. Exactly. Alright, we have got 5 minutes left Guys, what do we want to do? Happy April's Fool's Day. Thank you. I love you too. Mukbang. You have some tough puzzles. Well, send me one. We'll solve one and then I will piss off. Is there anyone in the house who has ever played Horizon Zero Dawn, by the way? Is it a puzzle or a problem? Because if it's a puzzle, it's going to be insultingly simple. If it's a problem, it's going to be ridiculously complicated. But chuck it in and then I'm going to have a look. Oh, I have meant you have played Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, is it a problem or a puzzle? But by the way, in the meantime, I'm going to go through this game because Courtney has proven herself / himself to be a faithful, decent human. It's a problem. Absolutely zero chance I will solve it, but send it across because I want to have a look. It's mostly the opening that I would like to take apart. If anyone giving you a problem, I think you misunderstand the meaning of a chess problem, but okay, I will take it. Okay, so this was played by our good friend Courtney. Yeah, d3 is a pathetic beginning. Knight f6 is an okay response. After e4, there are two acceptable moves that you can play here, Courtney. One of them is e5, the other one is d5. And I will give you c5 as well. You're not allowed to be confused. I'm calling BS on that. Confused by what? That your opponent plays garbage chess? That's not a confusing thing as far as I'm concerned, right? Why are we confused? Yeah, rubbish. Fine, Brian. Send me an FEN, buddy. Like, are you gonna really paint a picture about what the position looks like? Come on, man. What do you think of the H6 kid? Rubbish. I did see that question on YouTube, by the way. I don't even know what a H6 kid is, to be honest. But anything that has H6 in it is just, yeah, don't do that. It's like asking, what do you think of the kid? Great. What do you think about butchering it with H6? Don't do that. So, yeah, I don't understand, Courtney, your confusion. Put your stuff in the center. This is not an appropriate response. Yep. That's acceptable. Whoa! Why are we taking this with the pawn? Test mine, thank you for the follow. Yeah, why don't we take this with queen, friends? Queen. It does bring the queen out early, but it's okay. If they kick you, you come back and then you will kick them out too. Yeah, GF was ugly, but playable. Queen h5 was a surprisingly good move by our opponent here. Griswold, you were not here. Okay, everyone, can I ask everyone please to watch the YouTube, my latest YouTube video right now, to the part where I talk about scared. When you make a decision based on scared, you're stuffing up your chess game. Bishop e6 is okay. That is definitely not okay. Yeah, same story, Griswold. So what I would have done here, Courtney, is c6 to allow yourself to obtain the entire center with d5. That's a lot easier problem to fix when you're not scared enough. That's fixable. The I'm constantly scared is a lot harder to fix. Okay, so if they had played here something like bishop e2 or king d2, God forbid, we would have had a few dramas. And then rook e1. Yeah. But this whole story with queen e7 was a bit strange. Yeah, why did you go to d7, by the way? So that you are out of dodge. Right, like if knight d5, you can take the knight e7 is hitting d5 and all good. Queen e7 was a really weird placement of the queen. And then we, thank goodness, ended up in this endgame, which is only a little bit worse. Okay, so you need to be very careful with this pawn push, because this pawn has no pawn support on either side. So if I fix it, and then I pile up on it, you almost certainly are going to lose it. Pawn pushes like this need to be played with utmost care. Your opponent, however, demonstrates a ridiculously strong understanding of how not to play endgames. What you do instead is that you activate it on the other side, ironically. H5 may be better, although that allows H4 in a similar vein. So it's actually not so easy. The most likely scenario, to my mind, I don't know, I probably would just play rook e8, bishop f8 and just trade rooks. Funnily enough, the engine's top choice is f5, but I dislike it. I don't believe that a top GM would play f5 here. In fact, I firmly believe that if I show this position to top GM and tell them that f5, they would tell me that that's a beginner move. And by the way, the engine line goes like this. It's quite instructive. Rook d g8, g3. Now, all this makes sense if you can quickly do this. But the engine instead wants to go here and then here. Now, this looks nothing short of absolutely ridiculous. Like, this is the greatest anti-chess you can possibly look at. But the engine justifies it by saying that I'm going to play h5, h4. Remove the king from the check. Then trade and then pin. And I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. But to foresee that from f5 is ridiculous. Now after the pawn trade, it's all over, red rover. Now it's quite ironic that both of you are running to the wrong direction. Like you should be going toward the center. Right? Like it's a endgame. So what you want to do is rook here and then king here. Hilariously, the engine wanted you to play king b8. Again, no human would ever accept that this is an okay move. I was scared. The next person who says in my chat, I was scared, I'm gonna ban them for life. Like, what are you scared of, bruv? Hello? What is there to be scared of? It's an endgame. Your king belongs to the center. Yeah, I would tell you, knowing that the engine says it's good, that it's a terrible move. That was good. Even though you are losing a pawn, but usually these opposite colored endings are drawish. So what you need to do here is to go after these pawns immediately. Like, this move is the worst of the game. Like, what the heck? Whoa, Tikari! The man, the legend. Good to have you, sir. This is by far the worst move of the game. Absolutely makes 0 sense. And pays no attention to what's going on the board. Oh man, with Head of Dog, thank you for the filtered chat. Well, for starters, your king wants to come here. But more importantly, you need to hurt these pawns. So here, here, and behind. And you just go after the pawns. Yeah, this is completely inexplicable to me. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, and your opponent carefully put all the pawns on white so that now they are all completely blockadable. That was brilliant, not? That was good, because now the only plan for white was to come in on these squares. In fact, it still is a valid plan. Yep. Yep. Very good. In fact, in this position, you could have taken the pawn. Yeah. And now it's OG. Quite an interesting game, by the way. Quite an interesting game. Well, even here they should try to push this, right? Because at least now I have this incoming plan. So black still needs to be careful here. The most amazing thing that according to the engine, after h6, the best move for black, f5. Now that is an absolute ripper. Ripper. That's a genius of a move. With the idea being that no matter how white takes, it's gonna cut off the penetration path. I can't come in, so takes. And now white can't make progress with the king because the pawn is in the way. And unless they push it, I'm gonna blockade it. Likewise, if the bishop takes, I take, the king can't come here, the bishop goes away, and now I shut the king out. It's pretty amazing. So, yeah, this check, man, this is where it's at. Loving it. Loving it. If someone could tell me what this sub is, I would really be excited. Marco van den Brink subscribed, and this is a Streamlabs notification, but I don't know like what the difference is. Do you understand that, Loren? Like, how is that? What is that? Like, it doesn't come through as a proper sub notification. Yeah, exactly. The Dutchie doesn't like Guns N' Roses. Yeah, but I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know if that came with money. Like, do I need to say now thank you? Actually, I could check subs before and after, but I forgot to check before. How can you break with b4, bruv? Like, isn't there 7,000 things covering that? And how do you go to a3 in the first place when my bishop is on this diagonal? Alright, Tindy. Who am I raiding, buddy? Am I raiding Alina? Am I raiding Hannah? Oh, if I ask you, it's gonna be Hannah. It's 100% gonna be Hannah. And in fact, we owe Hannah a raid because she gave us one not long ago. Yeah, so off I send you to Hannah, guys. We'll be back with stream on Wednesday, probably. Oh, the chess problem. Shade. Where is the FEN? I forgot. Yeah. No, I want to have a look because I'm curious. Fair enough. Hold the fort, ladies. Hold the fort. Oh, fuck off. Like, you're kidding me, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was an absolute pleasure. See you later. I thought that you would send me a proper problem, but this I have got no interest in. Sorry. Alright, off you go to the lovely lady. Cheerio.